This is for Francis Henry Stevens III. I'm gonna post up the screenshots just from today and yesterday of our chat. That way I can post a link to it. And I'm gonna read why, Frankie. After I read this, I gotta take the screenshots. My phone is too full to take screenshots. I do my best to try to. Frankie, I had a backpack. A backpack with evidence. Natalie Bollinger and her friends made my life hell for an entire year over things that they asked me to do. And then they tried to play it off like it was something else. I didn't know what was going on. I needed help. I'd gone through an entire year of not being able to go to Boulder, not being able to see any of my loved ones. And it's because of this here, Frankie. I'm going to read this, and this is why I'm going to post up our screenshots just from today. I could post up 6 years worth of me trying to get your help. Just because I love you doesn't mean you give a shit about me. Saying I love you and then ignoring someone for 6 goddamn years while they're going through hell. You do not love them. So let's read this. This is from March 30th, 2020. I reposted it yesterday at 9:36 a.m. It says Sean Schwartz shared a memory. I typed, I needed help, not advice. I needed you to help how I asked or listen so you would understand why. Now, in 6 years, has Frankie bothered to listen? No, he hasn't. He sends me half naked pictures of women sometimes. You know, I'd send him messages, please, Frankie, get a hold of me. And 6 months later, there's a half naked picture of a woman on there. Okay, fine. Thank you for the half naked woman. There's a reason I don't post half naked women. I don't care about half naked women. And I don't mean that as an insult, obviously. I am fucking overwhelmed. Anyway, I typed, I needed help, not advice. I needed you to help how I asked or listen so you would understand why. I want my life to be terminated for a reason, because I am not human enough for you to help. I don't mean enough to a single person I know. Your assumptions have been killing me, and you just don't care. Now, the reason I'm going to post the messages from today is because you proved all of that is true just with you, Frankie. Just with you. The media slandered my name, the Bollingers slandered my name, and none of my supposed loved ones lifted a goddamn finger. Not a goddamn one of them actually spoke up. Not a goddamn one of them actually fought for my rights. They all claimed that they were going to, claimed that they love me, claimed that they care, and proved to me for 6 years they did not by helping my goddamn predators. That includes you, Frankie. But what was his reply to this? His reply was, that is not true. So I posted up 38 replies of evidence of what I've been through. Shit that he has fucking ignored. He could have taken an opportunity in the last 5 goddamn years to try. Make a fucking effort. If you love someone, help. Look at the fucking evidence. Finally, after fucking years and years and years of fucking help me, please stop telling me you love me. Stop telling me what to do. Find out what's going on. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. So, fuck it, we'll do it here. It'd be easier. Scrolling on that's kind of a pain in the ass. Go to home, because it's being a pain in the ass. Mange-moi. Eat me! Alright. You gotta scroll up. That's Monday. I suppose we shouldn't go up that far, but fuck it. He typed, "What's up? There's Sean. Good after night to you." I typed, "It's only been 6 years since we spoke. It's been 5 years of hell." He typed, "I can agree with that. So does George and Star and Amanda Mooney. All agree on that." They're not speaking up. George was going to speak up about the assaults that he witnessed in the Boulder County Jail. He was going to write a statement about that. The way they did this was by continually shipping me from place to place so that I was out of jurisdiction so I couldn't turn them in. So they could peg me as mentally ill. They fucking lied to the hospitals, the literal officers I was trying to turn in. But it's 6 years of fucking abuse now, Frankie. 6 years of fucking abuse. Why couldn't you speak up years ago? You could have. And in 5 years, you could have made some effort, even a tiny bit of effort to try, but you didn't. I typed, "I need people to speak up and keep speaking up. I can't take care of myself because of the permanent damage from assaults. My number is, I won't have a working phone tomorrow through the 1st when I get my disability money." I got lucky. Apparently, it's going to allow me to use the phone until the 31st, which is today. Tomorrow, I'll have to pick up my disability money. Hopefully, my vehicle will start. I got to buy a new battery. I got to buy a new ignition. I got my ignition torn apart. Yep, that's right. My tires are bald. My bumper on the front's falling off. I got it held together with baling twine and paper clips. I mean that literally. Maybe I'll take some pictures and send them to you, Frankie. No, I'm scrolling the wrong way. No, I'm not. Let's see. I typed, "I won't have a working phone tomorrow through the 1st when I get my disability money. I need your help, and I'd rather try now rather than have a severe panic attack over the abuse and get on here pissed off calling you a coward. Severe abuse results in trauma reactions. Did you really study law?" Well, that's weird. I try to play the audio and it says error. I type, "Frankie, 5 years, Frankie, 5 years. I've been trying to get your help." Oh, error on that one too. Error on that one too. Well, I suppose, fuck it. We'll have to prove it. And I better get to the screen here so I can see whether or not it's actually showing it. Error, 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 error. God damn it, it keeps turning sideways and then I have to scroll again. Mind you, folks, I'm an asshole. I really am. I don't pretend that I'm not. People are fucking dead, god damn it. I typed a lot. Oh, yeah. I typed, "A lot happens in 6 years of not caring." He typed, "You keep on saying that. I don't care and it's been a long time for not caring. I have, Sean. I've cared very much, so I cared enough to know that you were innocent. Did you fucking speak up? Did you find out why that happened? Did you try? Did you make any effort? Any whatsoever? No, you didn't. Not in all this time, you haven't. Not until today. We'll get to that part in a little bit. So I cared enough to know that you were innocent during that whole Natalie Bolger, the fiasco, which was a very, very, very crazy case just because of the fact that you went to Virginia or back out east and followed her there. Didn't made you look guilty as shit, but I knew all along that you don't have that sort of bones inside of you to do that to somebody. And then when the truth came out and truth came to volition, I stood there. I stood the day that I heard about the case. I do feel bad that the cops beat the brakes off you. I do feel bad that they treated you like shit. I do wish I could have helped you in that scenario, but there was nothing I could do. My hands were tied. I was also fighting a felony case. Now here's the thing. The I followed her out there bullshit. He didn't bother to find out. He assumed that the goddamn news was real. Didn't fucking bother to check. Nobody bothered to check. Nobody fucking cared. It's alright to do these things if Frankie doesn't fucking care. Isn't it? Not just Frankie, every goddamn person I know. Not a goddamn one bothered to find, oh my god. Yeah, fuck you guys for a second. There's a cute little puppy next door. Hey, guy. I'm sorry for being angry. You're okay, bud. It ain't the dog's fault. It's you fucking people that deserve this. It's you fucking people that need to hear this, not the dog. He's so cute. Yeah, I went to Virginia. Why did I go to Virginia? We'll get to that. His hands weren't tied. None of your hands were tied. Not a single one. It wasn't your hands I needed, it was your mouths. It was your tongue. Speak up. Speak up. I probably typed that to him 100 times. Speak up. My predators went at me a lot. Frankie, you should look at all of the Natalie Bollinger groups. You should look at how evil these people were to me. I got a lot of evidence that I was trying to turn in. I just needed one of you fucking cowards to stop being a fucking moron. Now we're going to talk about the word retarded. What does the word retarded mean? It means slowed down. Obviously, I needed help immediately. Like that analogy I keep making about somebody who's got diabetes. They need special shoes. They need them in the next 2 weeks, or their feet are going to have to be amputated. So what do your friends do? They promise you they'll get you those shoes. Well, you don't hear from them for 6 goddamn months. Then they bring you the fucking shoes, and they're pissed off you won't put them on. You don't have any fucking feet to put them on to. They were amputated 5.5 months ago, asshole. Anyway, I typed, thank you for typing, reading it now. I typed, I didn't follow her out there. She, myself, Maddie Boa, and Alicia planned the trip. I planned on seeing Moose and Rachel and Sage and Red and Amanda. All right, Rachel, I did get to see. I rescued her my first day there. That was in Richmond. I dropped her off at a McDonald's with her kid while I went and talked to her ultra Christian parents who kicked her out at, 15, 16? Fucking something like that. Why? Because she was a lesbian. Yeah. Real fucking sweet of them, ain't it? Meanwhile, Natalie Bollinger's by, Alicia Bollinger's by Maddie Boas. I don't know what she is. She claims to be a lesbian. I think she's just evil. What she did was not okay. You don't spread rumors like that about a man, especially on the streets. I needed help stopping the abuse. And people are like, oh, well, they found her killer. No shit, motherfucker. Why do you think I spent all of that time for an entire year trying to get help before she fucking died? What, you think these people just fucking stopped? No, they didn't. Thousands of people got involved after that. It was all over the fucking news, Frankie. I am well within my rights to be pissed off at you. Don't tell me you love me and show me you don't. Where the hell did I put my goddamn lighter? Anyway, I typed, oh, and Sage, that's Sage Wayward Rages. You know, the first year I was passing out blankets and walking people to the Warman Center. It was me, Sage, and Ogre. That's Christopher Weaver. Christopher Weaver was the last person to see Mandy Singer's son before he disappeared, so that's the guy I went and talked to when Mandy Singer was trying to help find her son. That's right. Even after Natalie died and they hadn't found Natalie's killer, I still continued to try to help Mandy Singer find her fucking son. And guess what, Frankie? It only took her 6 fucking years to speak up, too. It ain't just you. Nobody spoke up. I had to go to a bunch of druggies, a bunch of alcoholics. For all I know, you've been sober for the last 6 years. I don't fucking know. Well, actually, I do. I check on your posts from time to time, make sure you're all right. Not that I actually give a shit about you motherfuckers. Red, that's Christine Bouhit's ex. By the way, I got conversations with Christine Bouhit up here too on my YouTube channel. Yeah, she's dead, but at least I saved those words. She destroyed a shit ton of evidence too. She outright lied at me. And why did she do the fucked up shit that she did to me? Because she fucking relapsed. She got all fucked up, and then when she was coming down, she needed someone to fucking take it out on. Same as Kelly Henson. Unfortunately, I got to post up everything between me and Mandy Singer because she stopped being my friend because she was being racist. Y'all care more about Will Smith than you do about me. Mandy Singer wanted to claim that a black man slapping a black man over a black woman was racism from white people. That's fucking retarded. That is slowed the fuck down. People who are autistic, people with cerebral palsy, people with Down syndrome. People sure as hell love calling us retards. Of course, it's not socially acceptable to call someone with Down syndrome a retard, but the rest of us you're fucking fine with. Retarded means slowed down, and that is not anywhere close to the way my brain works. Anyway, I typed, one night she called and said if I wasn't already on the road, she would kill herself. I fucking prove all of this shit. I posted the evidence on my fucking Facebook over and over and over again because trying to type to these guys doesn't get fucking anywhere. You ever beg a brick wall to tell the fucking truth? Dense as fuck. Now, if a brick wall saw something, I can understand why it doesn't speak. It doesn't have a mouth. It doesn't matter that it doesn't have hands. I don't need it to fucking manhandle somebody. And that's what most of these people's solution is. Well, you should have gotten physically violent with these people. And when I speak out about how wrong that is, my predators get to pretend that I'm threatening their fucking lives, Frankie. It don't matter though, because in the last 6 years, how much effort have you spent? You literally are proving in these messages that what you said is not true is absolutely 100% true. Anyway, I typed, one night she called and said if I wasn't already on the road, she would kill herself. Then she ran her car into a telephone pole trying to kill herself. You know how that feels? I kept my fucking word. They fucking lied. And felony or not, you could have and still can show the proof of it. Show the proof it was all lies. You could speak up. Still, to this day, your hands weren't fucking tied then and they aren't tied now. It is your tongue and your memory I need. He typed, see, I always knew there was something else behind that, but did he not bother to find out? 5 years of me trying to show him. I always, the fuck? Dude, always knew? Then why have you been avoiding me for all these fucking years? He typed, see, I always knew that there was something else behind that. I didn't know that. That's why they portrayed on you is that you followed out there, stalked her, and then like whatever then she came back. Here's and poor girl, he can't even fucking type. Had herself a little rendezvous with the Craigslist and found some dude that actually would fucking pull the trigger for her, which was crazy in my eyes. Dude, I begged people to kill me for an entire fucking year. I did. You think it's fucking crazy that she got on Craigslist? I begged everybody I know to fucking kill me. I couldn't go to Boulder and see you, Frankie, for an entire year before she died because Maddie Boa and her goddamn junkies wanted to threaten, harass, and fucking assault me every time I went. I've been begging you for a fucking email address so I can send you the fucking proof. I've given you my number over a dozen fucking times. Jesus fucking Christ. Now let's read this again over here. I needed help, not advice. I needed you to help how I asked. Or listen, listen, listen. So you would understand why. I want my life to be terminated for a reason. Because I am not human enough for you to help. That's right, if you actually cared in 5 years, especially if you knew there was fucking dude, seriously. And then it says, I don't mean enough to a single person I know. And obviously, 5 fucking years, yeah, that's not showing somebody you fucking care. I typed, your assumptions have been killing me and you just don't care. These are fucking assumptions. Assumptions. He didn't bother to find out. He didn't bother to look at evidence. He didn't bother to go to the fucking source. Nobody did. They were too busy ignoring me while I was being harmed by literally thousands of people. Thousands, Frankie. 94,000 people saw just one of those videos. 94,000 people. Oh, by the way, I got treated like I was schizophrenic for saying that. But then again, I was locked the fuck up, and the predators I was trying to turn in falsified bullshit so they could steal the evidence that showed that those fucking cops did wrong. Where the fuck have you been the last 5 years, Frankie? It's not just you. It's all of you motherfuckers. He typed, let's see, they portrayed you as on you, followed out there, stalked her, and that's right! That's what they portrayed me as! Did you bother to find out if it was fucking true or not, or did you just ignore me for 5 years? Did you blow me off for 5 years? You blew me off, literally, for the last 5 years. You blew me off. I needed your words. Whether you have felony charges or not, your mouth still works. Your Facebook still works. Your ability to post still works. Your ability to share it still works. Let's see. And the poor girl had herself a little rendezvous with the Craigslist. No, dude. I exposed her dad with an email she sent me. Why do you think I've been asking you for your fucking email address? Why do you think I've been sending you my fucking number? Asshole! I am well within my rights to be fucking pissed off at you, Frankie. Just like I am well within my rights to be pissed off at Des, who stole a shit ton of fucking evidence because she's a fucking tweaker. That's what I get for fucking helping her. But I'm a dumbass, Frankie. You fucking know it. If Des asks for my help, I'll give it to her. You ask for my help, I'll fucking give it to you. I won't make you fucking do this shit for 5 goddamn years. I had to depend on internet fucking nut jobs from these Natalie groups. Most of them were helping out the fucking Bollingers, my goddamn predators, and Natalie's. And you would have the fucking proof if you gave a shit in the last 5 goddamn years. But you didn't give a shit. You were busy blowing me off. I typed, it's not about her death, so stop going to that. Yes, I know my name was fucking cleared of her murder. Do you really think I was trying to get help for a whole year before she died because she was killed? Huh? No, she wasn't dead yet. Your words. If you were a friend, you would speak. Felony charges don't kill your memory or prevent you from speaking or from sharing evidence of the truth. To this day, I'd die for every one of you fucking assholes because you are my assholes. Of course there was more to it. Why do you think I've spent 5 fucking years trying to get you to stop blowing me off? If it took 2 weeks, sure, life happens. 5 years is blowing people off. Fuck your opinions, dude. 5 years you blew me off over that fucking opinion? Jesus, I thought you were smarter than that. But your comments, when you do eventually reply, show that you are that fucking stupid. You aren't a fucking retard, Frankie. You are highly intelligent. Every time you blew me off, you were saying loud and clear, kill yourself, Sean, nobody fucking cares. Not once in 5 years did you ever make any attempt to hear my side. Nobody fucking did. That's the thing. I needed people who knew me to fucking speak up. Tell people who I am. But no, you looked the other way. 5 fucking years. I've been assaulted over 50 times just by law enforcement. Because you didn't fucking care. This is your fault. This is all of your fault for looking the other way for 5 fucking years. He typed, "Scene, I understand that I didn't give you the chance to hear yours. Thank goodness. Finally, 5 years." He says, "Sean, I understand. It's SEAN. That's not my name. But he probably talked texted. That might be the reason that it's so fucked up. And I'm going to tell you, I had the same issue. That's why I don't talk to text. A lot of people, I tried explaining to them, hey, I can't talk about this. I'm in public. So they'd say stupid shit like, well, why don't you talk to text? Holy fucking shit, are you fucking that goddamn stupid? Holy fucking shit. And that's not directed at you, Frankie. That's directed at a bunch of fucking idiots that type that shit at me. You have any idea how much hell I've had to go through? I had to go to my predators for help. Because they're the ones that fucking offered. You were never predatory towards me, dude. Because you didn't do jack shit, didn't even care to listen for 5 years. I had to go to my predators for help. He typed, Sean, I understand that I didn't give you the chance to hear your side, but I already knew your... No, he didn't know my side. Obviously, just from the messages, just from today, he did not know my side. He didn't try to give me a chance to hear my side, but now he wants to claim he knew my side, and obviously he did not. Meanwhile, I'm not just trying to tell him my side, I'm trying to show him and send him evidence that it is the truth. I need people to fight for my rights, not blow me off. And then people want to get pissed off when I make videos like this. Well, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, what did you expect? He typed, I already knew your side. I know what type of person you are. I know how good of a person you are. I know that you're a very caring and you have gotten this shit into the stick. We all have at one point or another, not like this. He said, at one point or another, I can admittedly sit here and say that I was wrapped up in my own shit and that moment in time, and I apologize for that. I know you needed a friend, and I didn't show you that. I was your friend, and that's not what my intentions were at all. For that, I do apologize. And of course, I give him a thumbs up for that, you know. I also sent him my number again. I typed, you can still speak. That's the third time I sent him my number in 24 hours. 3 times in 24 hours. I type, you can still speak. Type, can I call you when we, holy shit. Talk to text, I can't understand it. I can't read it as it's intended because talk to text fucking sucks. He typed, can I call you? Can we talk later? I am about to get on my bike and start riding to Table Mesa, and I have another friend of mine calling me right now. Let me get back to you a little bit later on this afternoon when I'm not as busy as I'm about to be. Give him a thumbs up on that. Please, Frankie, too. I mean, you've said that before. You said that you would call me in 2020. And 2020, dude, it's 2022 now. I've been to prison for crimes I didn't commit because I tried to turn in a sex offender named Robert Franklin Warnick, who is friends with Leslie Snell, who works for the Dole County Sheriff, who I was also trying to turn in, dude. You went to school for law. Yeah, dude, you could definitely help me. Well, they were able to get all of Waylon Loatai's body cams from all of his other victims. Nobody did a goddamn thing for me. And you get to see Darren O'Connor, who got his name by pretending he was going to help out the homeless. And what's he doing now? Is it the homeless he's helping? No. No, he's only after prestige. He don't give a holy fucking goddamn about anybody but him. I typed, you didn't already knew my side. You assumed they were telling the truth and didn't bother to ask. I want to go home, Frankie. I will patiently await your call. I love you, asshole. Tell Rabbit fuck you next time you see him. That's not all, though. He did finally send a post. Riley Johnson and a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other people are pissed off at me. They did the same thing Frankie did. All of them. Now, Frankie, doesn't go bugging me with all of his problems. You know, when I call him for help, he just doesn't answer. Riley ignores me because he's a highly selfish alcoholic. Not all alcoholics are that selfish. He calls me up and he fucking blows smoke up my ass and talks about all of his problems. And I do care about his problems. I do love Samurai, aka Riley Johnson. I do absolutely love him. Just like I love Frankie. Just like I love Natalie and Alicia and Maddie. Yes, I still love those people despite the fucked up shit they did. Some of them did far worse than others. What are we looking for here? We're looking for the other. Ah, fuck it. We'll just click on Frankie's face. And we'll scroll down a bit if it'll let us. No, it's having problems loading. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe there'll be a coronavirus that only kills people and it's got a 100% ratio of success. Maybe, but I doubt it. Well, that wasn't what I intended on doing. Apparently, I clicked a picture I wasn't trying to click on. Shit, the internet is slow today. I think it's because I'm so from the server. Alright, March 29th, 10:21 a.m. Nope, that was one that I posted and tagged him in. I typed to him, there's only about 50 more of these in every language, so pretty much anywhere I go, I get to take abuse. All of these are from this year. Not 50 of them, obviously, from this year. Now, here's a Chris Rock thing. And see, the Chris Rock thing is entertaining, and a bunch of entertainment posts. People falling down and getting hurt and shit like that. Well, for some odd reason, it's not even coming up. He's posting up a bunch of stuff. It's taking forever to load. You just need to move along. You just need to move on. You just need to move on. You just gotta love yourself. Yeah, loving myself did not stop any of this. I needed help from my friends. Frankie, you grew up in the 80s. You grew up with the same shit I did. What do they teach you when you're being bullied? Especially like this. First thing you do, you go to the source, you tell them how you feel, and you ask them to stop. If the source is a rumor, if you're being abused over a rumor, you go to the source of that rumor, you tell them how you feel, and ask them to make it stop. Well, that didn't fucking work, Frankie. Next step, go to your fucking friends. Safety in numbers. Am I wrong about that, Frankie, or is that what we were taught growing up? What happens when you go to Frankie for help, though? What happens when you go to Desiree for help? What happens when you go to your friends for help? Step 3, go to an authority figure, like a teacher or a preacher or a police officer, your guidance counselor, or your parents. Of course, there's always the repeat. You know, for that particular scenario, the police and all that is supposed to be the last thing that you do, because you want to optimally resolve it without any sort of legal issues. Dude, if I showed you all the stuff between me and Natalie, dude, she thought she was in love with me. She typed that repeatedly. There's a video on here called Missy Bruce Region 2. Mandy Singer speaks on that, and she read all of those. See, that's the thing. In person, in person, in person, in person, in person, in person. Otherwise, I have to take thousands and thousands and thousands of screenshots. I've got over 10,000 screenshots to prove that I was telling the truth. Over 10,000 screenshots that show that I did go for help. Over 10,000 screenshots that prove that the bullshit the cops and the fucking Bollingers sold is bullshit. They use the media to harm me. And it fucking worked, Frankie. Did you listen to me or did you listen to the media? While people that you know took part in this, while people that you know took part in threatening, harassing, and fucking assaulting me every time I went to see you, every time I went to see Will, every time that I went to see Christine, every time I went to see Rabbit or Mobley. While you were busy looking the other way, your friends were busy victimizing me. And the cops helped them do it, dude. Obviously, it's not gonna fucking load. I've been at this for fucking 10 minutes or so, waiting on this goddamn thing to load up. Holy fucking goddamn Jesus fucking Christ. That's another thing. I don't want to hear about your fucking God. Your God is an excuse to do jack shit. That's not directed at you, Frankie. You never throw God in my face. And thank you for that. They went out of their way to destroy evidence, Frankie, over and over. They did it blatantly and openly because nobody cared. You can care. You can actually fight. But one post, two posts, that's not fighting for my rights. Speak out. I had to literally break the law to try to force the cops to look at all of the fucking assaults. I had to go to the police that assaulted me to try to turn in assaults by fucking child molesters, and obviously that's not going to fucking work. There are hundreds of phone calls to every single place that you are likely to tell me I should have called. People promised to help. They promised to speak out, and they did what you did, dude. One fucking post. Hey, brother, I hope this helps. I hope I'm doing what you asked. No, dude, you have no fucking clue what's going on. Now there's 6 years worth of this bullshit to fill you in on. Multiple states. This is nationwide. You already know the protocols, Frankie. You've seen these protocols used on hundreds of people. We have friends that tried to turn in the cops, were taken to a nuthatch, and the drugs that they put into me made those people permanently fucking fried. Meanwhile, they did that to me 16 times in 5 years, Frankie. Those drugs permanently damage people. Permanently. I am lucky to be alive. Elijah McClain is dead because I was not heard. Natalie Bollinger is dead because I was not heard. Anna Hunka is dead because I was not heard. Demetrius Shankling is dead because I was not heard. I was assaulted by those fucking officers repeatedly. But none of you spoke up. None of you, not one of you, ever did you make any fucking attempt to actually fight for my goddamn rights because of your assumptions. I don't fucking hate you, Frankie. I hate that you told me you loved me over and over again in the last 5 years, and not once in the last 5 years did you lift a goddamn finger. Holy shit, dude. And now you'd probably be angry that I made this post, and you say, well, you know what? I did fucking help, dude. I fucking sent that post the other day like you asked. Yeah, thanks for doing the bare minimum 5 years later. If you call me back, know that it's going to be recorded. I don't keep secrets anymore, Frankie. I kept all of your secrets. All of yours, not just yours. Everyone's secrets. That's why everybody loved me. Number one, I was honest. And number two, I didn't go spreading your fucking business. But they've been killing my loved ones for years, Frankie, and your loved ones too. Why the fuck haven't you been speaking out about that? All these people who fucking ditched me because I got pissed off because they were fucking doing the same goddamn thing as you, Frankie. You know how this fucking feels? That any one of you could have tried. Not one of you. Not a single one of you. Oh yeah, and tell Rabbit he's a bitch for me. It sure would be nice to talk to my older brother. Problem is, I don't speak bitch, so I need a translator.